Okay guys, the first step we're going to do is activate our yeast to make our dough. So you're going to add 1 package of yeast, 1 whole envelope, and half a teaspoon of sugar. And then we're going to add half a cup of warm water. Don't make the water hot because it could kill the yeast, and not too cold because it won't activate. So pretty much warm. Not too hot or not too cold. Okay. Now we're gonna get our fork and let's So we're gonna whisk it, make sure it's good incorporated. Now you're just gonna leave it. Make sure it's all incorporated. So we're gonna leave that. Okay guys, while we're waiting for our yeast to activate, we're gonna warm up half a cup of milk with a little bit of butter. We're gonna bring that up to a boil, but not to a full boil, just till the milk starts to bubble up on the edges. Okay, so once the milk comes to a boil, we're gonna add half a cup of sugar. I guess, not a half a cup, a quarter cup, sorry about that. We're gonna add a quarter cup of sugar instead of rum. Let that cool off. Okay guys, so the first thing we're going to do, we're going to add our lightly beaten eggs. So this is 2 eggs. I like to beat them separately. I don't like using the stand mixer because it doesn't fully beat them. I always get weird little pieces of egg every time I use it like that. Now this is the yeast mixture after it all rised up. We'll add some of that. And we're going to add our milk with the sugar and butter that's in there. Milk. And we're going to add 1.5 cups of flour at a time. So we're going to add 1 cup. 1 cup. Okay, let's see. We'll add 1, and then half a cup of this. So we're going to add 1.5 cups of flour right now. Okay, we'll start mixing it. We're going to keep adding half a cup at a time. So the total amount of flour used in this whole recipe is 4 cups. So we're going to keep adding it a little at a time. Scrape the bowl if you have to. I mean, for a $400 mixer, I shouldn't have to scrape the bowl, but whatever, it's life. Okay guys, so I had to switch my attachments really quick because the dough hook wasn't cutting it this early in the process. So I switched to a paddle attachment and it's doing a lot better job. So I guess I'm going to gradually add my flour, and once it gets to a doughy consistency where the paddle won't be able to handle it, that's when I'll change it to the dough hook. But we're going to keep adding our flour half a cup at a time. Okay guys, I added my flour. I only got a little bit left and I switched to my dough hook. See, now our dough is forming. Okay guys, once your guys' dough is done, you're going to apply it to powdered work surface. I'm using a cutting board with some flour that I dusted it with. And we're going to knead our dough. So basically you're going to knead your dough for about 5 minutes. You're just going to keep rolling it into itself. We want it to be a soft dough. So I will be right back. Let me knead this because this takes 2 hands. It's kind of hard to do with 1 hand, so I will be right back. Okay guys, once your guys' dough is getting done kneaded, you're going to spray yourself a bowl with some Pam, or you could just lightly coat it with some oil. We're going to put our dough in this bowl, and we're going to cover it with a damp piece of Scott towel, or like a wet little bourgeois if you have that. A clean one, a new one preferably. And you're just going to leave it like that, wet on top. And we're just going to let our dough rest for an hour. Okay guys, so once your dough rises for an hour, you're going to get a bowl. You're going to mix in your brown sugar and your cinnamon. You're going to get it well incorporated. And then you're going to roll out your dough. And what we got here is some melted butter. And what we're going to do, we're going to brush our dough with some butter. so the sugar will have something to adhere to. Sorry I haven't been cooking, guys. I will make more videos soon. There's just a lot been going on. And you know when you're not really in a mood to cook? See, I'm the type of person I will not cook when I know I'm not feeling it, because I don't want the food to come out terrible. I like to cook when I'm happy. But if I'm not really feeling it, then I'd rather just not cook at all, instead of cook something with a cry face and then it comes out terrible. So, brush your pastry with butter. Then you're gonna start just spooning all this on there. I know it looks like a lot, but we want these gooey and delicious. So we're gonna roll this after this, and I'll show you guys in a minute once I roll it and cut it up. Okay guys, so we greased our baking pan with some pan. We cut them up, we put them in there, and we're going to let these rest for about another 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes, let them poof up a little bit more. And the oven's preheating. We're going to preheat our oven to 350. Okay guys, this is going to be our sauce. So basically it's the same thing we did for the filling. Sugar, brown sugar, and cinnamon, and then melted butter. And we're not going to put these in the pan like I did a while ago, because I realized sugar burns very fast. And when I did that, my sticky buns came out a little black because it was burnt. So what I'm going to do, about 5 minutes before I take them out of the oven, I'm going to put this sauce on top. It's going to go all into the cracks. And then it's just going to be real gooey and good. So this is going to be our glaze. And then also, I'm going to make a finishing sauce. Well, not sauce, you could basically say a topping, I guess. I'm going to do a simple powdered sugar and milk white frosting glaze, I guess. So this could basically be our sauce, and then the powdered sugar and milk will be our glaze. It's going to be very sweet. This is something that's very decadent. It's not something that's figure friendly. So I'm just saying it's very sweet. It's not going to be something that's savory. It's not one of those desserts. But yeah, I really want a sticky bun, so I can't wait till these are done. Okay guys, I just popped these in the oven. We're going to leave it in for about 20-25 minutes. We'll keep checking on them with the oven light. Come out the oven. We're going to add our glaze. I mean our sauce, because the glaze is going to be the white powdered sugar one. Now we're going to pop this back in the oven for another 5 minutes. Powdered sugar, splash of milk. This is just simple glaze, anybody could do this. Well, I think I gotta use a whisk for this. Hold on. Add more powdered sugar as needed, because the milk really thins it out. Keep whisking. Get all that sugar in there. So yeah, just a splash of milk, because when you add too much milk, then you're going to have to add more sugar. Okay. And then what you're going to want to do, you're going to add 1 dash of vanilla. Let's do that. 1 dash of vanilla. I tried doing this with cream cheese frosting. I mean, yeah, the cream cheese frosting is good too, but to be honest, I think I like the glaze better. So there you have it. Vanilla glaze. Okay guys, they're still a little bit doughy. We don't want them to be that dry, but we don't want them to be too doughy either. So what I did is I killed the oven, and I'm going to let it cook for about another 10 minutes.